Hey guys, this is Carl with Allen Outdoors. We're going to be going over how to build a box stand, 4x6 or 4x4. This one on the demo on the YouTube video will be a 4x6. Always use these elevators. You can put your base around here. It's angled, so it gives you good stability when your stand is up.
And when you get finished drawing it, that'll be your notch out for your steps. And I'll show you how to notch these out in just a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and work my way up here along both boards all the way. 1-inch chisel, and I'm going to chisel all these sections right here 2 or 3 times all the way down the board, and then I will come back with my miter saw and cut half of this and finish it with that finishing saw right here, and then I can just knock these notches out. So I went ahead and notched out all this with the miter saw, the majority of it. I'll come back in just a second with my finished saw, make sure I get down to my line, flip this board over, and now that I have an outline, I'll go ahead and chisel this area and just knock those out all the way down. One last tip, you always want to take your time on scoring this. Do it little by little. By doing it little by little, you decrease your chance of that wood splintering and giving you more cleanup. So if you do it just little by little at a time, and then come back in the middle, now you have less wood on the back that you have to worry about cleaning up or anything. And clean any of that area out, especially if you have something catching. See, I notched out both sides, so now you just have to determine the width of your crossboard. I went ahead and cut my cross members right here for my base, and I did 45 them. You don't have to 45 them. You can butt join them if you want to do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and nail this together. And I actually broke out the air presser framing nail gun, but you may not have that. You can hand do it. I'm gonna go ahead and nail this together and make sure it's square. After you get finished nailing your cross members, that's what you'll have, and then all you need on top of that is your base. Now for the floor, if you're pretty squared, you can go ahead and throw a 4x8 piece of plywood, OSB, or any other type of flooring on top of that, and then all you have to do is cut off your excess. As you can see, I'm pretty square right here. Everything's lined up pretty well on my base, so therefore I won't have to trim anything but my end piece, and that makes it a whole lot easier. After you build your base and attach your elevators, you can go ahead and cut your 4x4s, which I've done, and you can go ahead and put them on. And I actually like to bolt them on. You don't have to you know, do them that well, but just, you know, 1, 2, or 3 per elevator. And I usually put 1 for each one. If you want to remove it, you just take out 1 bolt. You can remove your 4x4 right here, but I went ahead and put 1 bolt per each elevator. Since this stand isn't that tall, I'm going to go ahead and put my cross beams on it, and as opposed to doing them diagonal across, I think I'm just going to do a horizontal. For my cross beams, I like to use galvanized nails. These are going to be 3-inch nails because I have a 2x4. I have a 2x4 and then a 4x4, so I want to make sure I get into that 4x4 pretty good. But galvanized nails, anytime you're dealing with treated wood, you should use galvanized nails. Now I'm to my walls. I went ahead and constructed all 4 walls. I have my 2 side walls right here, and then I have my 2 front and back wall. Now my back wall is a little bit different because this will be my door for my opening. Now you can notice I didn't use a whole lot of 2x4s, and the reason for that is because I don't like to add a whole lot of weight to my stand. Put all my shooting rails at 40 inches high, put like 1 brace per each wall in there, and then I'm going to come back here. I like to use this fence board, this dog ear. It's treated, it's inexpensive, it's about $1 a board, and you can do it vertical or horizontal. On this particular stand, I'm going to do it horizontal because sometimes I do a piece of plexiglass up there, but on this stand, as I work my board up here, I'm going to put this right here and put this on hinges, and this is going to be my shooting window right here. So I went ahead and put a couple screws in there just to get my walls up so I can get the measurements on my siding. Now I'll take these fence boards right here and go ahead and get my true measurement all the way across, and I can go ahead and cut them. And then after I get my 4 walls together, I'll be able to break it down and be able to haul it into the woods. So now I have my 4 walls square. Right now I have 4 screws in here holding this up. And then after I get my walls and my windows up, I'll break it down and be able to, it'll be portable to be able to take it into the woods. This is what it looks like after I get you get your fence boards put up here. And I'll tell you what I did with the boards that I cut right here. I went ahead and put them, since I had excess, and just, this will be the opening right here. Your door, I just do a typical square door, but you want to make sure it's square. If it's not square, it's not going to shut appropriately. And then I like to put these little 45 braces in there, and then I'll come back with some more fence boards right here, and I'll have a nice little door right here. Leave a little gap, since I had room, a little gap if I had to stand up and use the restroom or something, I can still see out, and that will allow a little bit of ventilation for those warmer days that you may be hunting. So I'm finished with the blind. This is roughly how it'll look, and went ahead and put all my sides on. My windows are intact, and you can use any type of roofing system. I just use some OSB, put some housing sheathing, which is a moisture, waterproof, windproof barrier on top, but you can do some Ondura, you can do aluminum, metal, whatever you may have. And these are my window systems. It's a bona fide 4x6. I like to do large windows, not real tall, but large, so your field of view won't be obscured. And the only blind spot I have, and I did this on purpose, is over here on my sides. That was the front side, this is the side. That way when you're sitting in the box stand and your chairs are pushed back, you can move your head around or pull your head back and move a little bit without any deer or game seeing you. This is also a window right here. It's locked, I have my string on here right now, but that way you can see 360 degrees. There's the door. And you can use, once again, any type of siding. You can do OSB, aluminum siding as well, after you frame it. And then the inside, I like to use this this fence board just because it kind of gives it a cool cabin, camp type feeling a little bit. And it's once again, it's relatively cheap. And this is what the inside looks like. I'll haul that in by itself. And then I'll break these sides down. I'll take all 4 sides and I'll put them up one by one on that tower. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching Allen Outdoors. This is Carl, and look for some more how-tos coming soon this fall. Forgot to tell you, if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave them on my YouTube page, and I'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. As far as the material list, those elevators to me are the most expensive. They run about $100. You can get them at Academy Sports or Bass Pro Shops and a couple other retailers.